What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for strategy with the ticker symbol MSTR. I will first be going over what I see in the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please trade at your own risk. So I have a SoFi banking account, checking and savings account, and they came out with a promotion where if you refer a friend, you can earn some money, and I can earn some money. So if you guys want to get 50% of an initial investment of $50, you get $25 back. If you put in $50, open up a new account, you'll get $25, and I get some money too. So I'll put the link in the video description below. If you guys want to try that out, helps out the channel, and you can help out yourself too. So let's get on with the technical analysis portion of the video. As you can see here, price is still in a bearish state. These are the same drawings. I never changed them. So we back to that bullish trend line, off the lows, broke it, back tested it 2 times, found resistance. We back tested the 360 2 times, found resistance. We're below the EMA. We're in this downward channel now, right? Prices hitting the lows, working up to the highs. Now we're headed to the lows. It made a new low. This is the lowest price we have seen in this entire downtrend since July. And it's tracking towards, the 240s, 230s. That's what this orange circle is at. Measure move target is right around 150. So I measured this leg right here. You bring it over. That's right around 150. Has not changed. It has not been invalidated. So as of right now, we have this short-term bearish trend line in play. As you can see here, you can draw a short-term bearish trend line for this current price action. Made a new low. Still very bearish. Unfortunately, a lot of people are disliking my videos because they don't like to hear the truth. But hey, you guys are the ones that are going to get wrecked, right? I feel bad for the people who, actually want to learn and, understand the market, but people who are brainwashed, people who are 100% convinced otherwise, then you deserve what you get, right? The market will humble you. If you're not going to humble yourself, the market will humble you. Someone will do it. And if it's not going to be you, it's going to be the market, and you're not going to like it when the market does it. That's a very strong lesson you need to learn. And I learned that a long time ago. I was thinking the same thing, having 100% conviction in things, and then it doesn't plan out, and, you learn your lesson, right? Everyone goes through the same lessons in the market. It's just like how many times are you going to do it? So anyway, this is still pretty bearish, and nothing has changed, right? I don't know what to tell you, right? This is not looking good as of right now. We made a new low of the downtrend. It's headed towards 230s, 240s. It's headed towards 150 potentially, and that's probably not even going to be the bottom either. I mean, if this thing, like I said before, if this thing really has topped, which more likely than not looks like it is day by day, if it just crashes 75%, that's $133 per MSTR. But the thing about this bear market will probably be like a little bit more brutal than that, probably 80s. We're looking at sub 100. So yes, I was expecting higher prices, but people are open to change their mind. And I was bearish basically since August, and since then it has been pretty bearish. So life for MSTR, still following the plan towards the downside. I still like this long term. Don't get me wrong. I will probably buy this again in the future. It's just I don't want to buy it right now when I believe I can get it at a lower price, and that's what the chart tells me. It tells me that the bears are still in control of the market. They're going to be dropping down the price. Bulls are not willing to pay for this price right now for this stock, and that's what the chart is telling me. It's telling me they're probably willing to pay for it at lower prices, but as right now, they're kind of stepping out. The aggressive buyers are stepping out of the stock right now. Earnings report coming out late October, but I mean, does it really matter? Earnings report really doesn't matter for this stock. The price action is what controls everything. So overall, still bearish. And let's take a look at Bitcoin now. Bitcoin, on the other hand, is bearish as well. So again, you're not, alone in this. Bitcoin is bearish. It looks like it's in a trading range, but I'm looking for a breakdown lower, which will be a bullish sign, and I'll go over the reasons why. So we're in this trading range. Once it breaks down lower, it could go for about the mid 90s, 94,000 to 96,000. 96,000 is a measure move lower of an impulse. One leg down right here, second leg down. That would be 96,000, 97,000. Measure move of the range would be 94, 95. So let's say we do drop down there. Is that game over for this uptrend? No, it's not. Let me show you guys right now. So you have this trend right here. See how we're coming right back to this trend line? And technically, it's kind of like a channel. So you can clone that ray, form a nice, beautiful channel. So I showed this to my members. This is a small little member group. Just go over commodities. Anyway, so we have a pretty nice uptrend channel that's still not invalidated, and we're just coming off the highs of the channel. What did we do when we came off the highs of the channel previously? This is the highs of the channel here and highs of the channel here. We were in a multi-month correction, multi-month correction, multi-month correction, right? So it's not doing, the trend is very consistent. We're not doing anything crazy, right? This is what's been going on for a while now. People just forgot that we were in multi-month corrections before, moving up higher. Multi-month correction before moving up higher. Multi-month correction since before moving up higher. So a lot of times, price was in a range pattern. It broke down to the downside, then reversed. So this was a range pattern. Let me go in. I can make it. Let's see. I'll keep it as clear. So we have a range pattern here and a range pattern. So we got 3 ranges, right? We got 1, 2, 3. So we got 3 ranges. All 2 times before we broke down to the bottom. We broke down to the bottom and then a strong rally up. This range right here, we broke down to the bottom, hit the bottom side of the range, strong rally up. This one likely break down to the bottom, hit the measurement target, hit the trend line, fail breakout, strong rally up into the end of the year. Something like this, breakdown lower, and then we have November, December to still rally higher. So I think that's what's very likely to occur. It happened 2 times before. We went in a range, broke down lower, a strong rally up. Went in a range, broke down lower, strong rally up. Went in a range, broke down lower, strong rally up. So that's if we even break down lower. It would be even more bullish if we don't. But if we do, it's not the end of the world. I'm still expecting higher prices for Bitcoin. I don't think this is a top. I still think we'll move up higher. So, if we hit mid-90s, it's still fine. Just expecting strong buying. If the strong buying doesn't occur, then we probably have topped. And then looking at Bitcoin's price against MSTR's price gives you this ratio. And it looks like Bitcoin will continue to outperform MSTR as we're still supported by the bullish trend line. We're starting to get accepted at 360s, 370s. And I'm looking for 431 for the measurement target. So that's all I have for MSTR, Bitcoin. We can look at the weekly chart for MSTR. And yeah, it looks like it's still pretty bearish, right? I mean, this is pretty bad. Big red candle last week. This week is seeing fall through new low. A new low of a downtrend is not a good sign because we can see further lows. So overall, MSTR still bearish, and Bitcoin bearish as well in the short term. But long term, I think that the structure looks vastly different than MSTR's. It looks much more bullish. I think that's what they're trying to do, right? Here's my conspiracy theory. I think they want to crash Bitcoin a little bit more. They want to squeeze those what's it called? Bitcoin treasury companies further down where they're not even capable of moving up higher. Meaning, like, if Bitcoin does crash down to 94, 95,000, then a lot of these companies will be at such a low price where it won't even have a chance to make a new uptrend. It'll get a bounce, but that bounce will be so weak, it will just be followed by lower prices. So what I'm seeing is a compressing, a compression in the MNAV, right? What they say. I'm seeing that the stock or the Bitcoin price is dropping down lower, compressing those Bitcoin treasury companies further lower, where they can't really recover. Because let's say Bitcoin bottoms right now and then rips, then I think MSTR still has a chance. And that's if Bitcoin rips right now. We can still see a rip up higher for MSTR, something like that. But if this does drop down lower, that's going to put so much pressure on MSTR where it's so low where I don't think it's going to be able to do that, right? A lot of people would just be tapped out at that point. And it's at a low price where, let's say we do see a massive rally in Bitcoin. Okay, what are you going to get from 220 to like 360? I mean, that's unlikely. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's kind of my conspiracy theory that these Bitcoin wants to drop down lower, shake out all these companies, like hit them really low, and then, compress them really low, and then have them unable to recover, which makes sense because in the last cycle, if we look at that, I think this is what's probably going to happen. So let's take a look at the last cycle, which is right about here. So see how we did drop down lower pretty sharply, but there was this nice bounce right here, but we still went down lower. So that's what I'm expecting. I think Bitcoin is going to drop down lower, pulling down these stocks. We'll see a nice rally in Bitcoin and then a bounce from MSTR, but that's not going to be enough, and most likely it's just going to still collapse down lower, and then Bitcoin is going to top as well, and that's when we'll see that drop. So basically, what I'm saying is another drop down further in Bitcoin creates a huge amount of short pressure in MSTR, and then Bitcoin rallies, but this is left in the dust because of the how much low it is already. So we'll see what happens, but that's what I think can happen. So see what happens. Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.